perhaps is potentially a contaminated batch of substance out there, or it could be a high potency batch.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
On alert, Yakima County is dealing with an overdose spike. We're hearing from Safe Yakima about it.
Also ahead.
I'm always in a hurry myself, but just trying to remember that it's not worth it to speed, and certainly not like as we're all getting ready to celebrate the summer and the holidays.
The deadliest days of summer are ahead. We're helping you get to your destination safely.
And new tonight is the Toppenish pool closing for the summer. We're on your side with the facts.
And Stacy is tracking your first alert forecast.
That's right, guys. From a bit of a stormy start to this, a beautiful afternoon and what you can expect this holiday weekend. All the details coming up. The News at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5, on your side.
Nice to see you. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is May the 22nd.
First at 5 o'clock, we start with a health alert. Yakima County has reported 5 overdoses in the last 24 hours, reaching spike alert levels. Officials say this may indicate a contaminated or high-potency drug supply. We spoke with the executive director of Safe Yakima Valley earlier today, who says this program is critical in saving lives and they need the information out.
A program that we started in Yakima, we started this project back in October of 2023, and we finalized it in January of this year, of 2025. And that is where we linked first responders and law enforcement's reporting dashboards to a tool called ODMAP, where it tracks overdoses in near live time.
Safe Yakima Valley is now offering these tips. Carry naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. Never use alone. You can also visit findtreatment.gov for help.
As summer approaches, Washington roads are getting more dangerous, and state officials are urging drivers to slow down. Last summer, 253 people died in crashes between June and September, many due to speeding. Now, the state is launching the 100 Safest Days of Summer campaign to remind drivers that slowing down can save lives. One Kennewick resident says distractions only add to the danger.
There's a lot more distractions, you know, like kids are home from school, so we're driving with cars full of kids and maybe trying to get places a lot quicker than we normally are, trying to get to games and barbecues and all the things, and so it can start to feel like we're constantly running behind.
Officials say even 5 miles over the limit can make a crash far more dangerous. On Tuesday, the Moses Lake Police Department responded to a shooting which they believe was gang-related. This happened in the 500 block of Central Drive. Officers say they found a 17-year-old male who had been shot in the leg. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say they executed a search warrant on a suspect vehicle on Airway Drive, but so far, no reports of any arrests.
Now to fire season 2025. As a wildfire season approaches, forecasts from the National Interagency Coordination Center show increasing above normal risk in the whole Northwest region. The NICC releases a maps showing the national outlook for wildland fire potential, and the assessments show the significant wildland fire potential only growing in the region heading into August. Officials say these maps help to inform and improve efficiency to protect the risk to lives and property. In the meantime, the Richland Fire Department says they will be conducting controlled burns this Friday, so tomorrow, to prepare crews for the upcoming wildfire season. Weather permitting, this will take place on the WSU Tri-Cities campus right near Wine Science Center, which is located near Crimson Way and 1st Street. Fire crews plan to arrive at 8 a.m. with the burn scheduled between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Listen up, Chinook and Cayuse Pass fans. WashDOT finally has an answer for drivers ahead of Memorial Day weekend. State Route 410 Chinook Pass and State Route 123 Cayuse Pass will reopen for the season tomorrow morning, May 23rd. Officials have been busy clearing the snow. They do want you to remember, though, that services and cell reception are limited in this area. They also want you to keep in mind Mount Rainier National Park has a project in progress to repair sections of State Route 123, which adds about 30 minutes of travel time, and that'll be 7 days a week and running through October.
All right, turning now to First Alert weather as Memorial Day weekend is edging even closer now.
Yeah, I felt like a big turn today. It started out a little cooler, got a lot warmer. I didn't know what to wear today, Stacy. I'm wondering what tomorrow will bring.
Well, we had those little storms come through, but as you can see, the day has been improving as we're starting to see, still a little cloudy in Yakima, but clearing in the Columbia Basin. And that's the good news. The weather is taking another turn as we head into this holiday weekend. Make sure you download the Apple Valley News Now weather app to keep yourself up to date and informed. Use the satellite and radar. That really helps things. Plus, you'll get warnings if anything's headed our way. Temperatures on the mild side, again, we're running below average for this time of year. That track we had today now moves to the east, right on out of our area, and then a ridge of high pressure starts to build as we start our holiday weekend. Let's take a look at those temperatures as we plan our evening out. Things are looking good and the skies are just getting clearer. What's ahead? We've got cloudy but clearing. Summertime temperatures for the unofficial start to summer coming your way. We do have a chance of some mountain storms developing late Sunday into Monday if you're camping or going to be in those areas. And get ready for a busy travel weekend. Take your time, plan ahead, and be prepared for delays as you're out on those roads. I'll get to more of your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. New at 5 now, happening right now, Prosser Memorial Health is getting you ready for a safety event, and it all has to do with summer.
It does. So Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen joined us now live in Benton City with all the details. What's happening out there, Dan?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm out here in Benton City at the Prosser Memorial Health Clinic, and I gotta say, hats off to the weather lady. Stacy, thanks a lot. The weather is beautiful out here. There's a lot of people, and with that warmer weather comes the importance of water safety, and I'm joined by Troy McGregor here, the Executive Director of the Prosser Memorial Health Foundation. Troy, what can you tell me about today's event?
Well, today's event's our 7th annual water safety or summer safety life jacket giveaway for the kids in the area. So we're doing it at the Benton City Clinic, the Prosser Clinic, and the Grandview Clinic.
Okay, and then why is this, this time of year such a big safety focus for water safety?
Absolutely. So it's getting warmer. Families are going to the water. A lot of kids just don't have life jackets. Some families don't have the need to get a life jacket, aren't aware of the importance of having a life jacket. That's why we've got Dive Rescue out here in Benton too, kind of explaining that to the kids, explaining water safety, and having a life jacket keeps you safe. Drowning happens in under 20 seconds, and so it usually occurs with a parent within 30 to 40 yards away.
And yeah, Troy, I noticed, you guys seem to be, you're giving away life jackets too. Tell me about that. How did you get those?
So it was a pretty good investment that the hospital makes through donations, and we pass that along through to community support. So that's kind of our way of giving back to the community and making sure people are safe.
Okay, and then Troy, we both know this is National Water Safety Month. Mm-hmm. What's the biggest tip that you can give families before hitting the water this summer?
Have a plan. It's always about having a plan. Know where you're going to be in the water. Know the body of water you're going to be in. Make sure you've got somebody responsible for looking out for whoever's going to be in the water at all times. And don't turn your back on that person, because in just a second, it can really ruin your weekend.
Okay, perfect. And then Troy, I've also looked around here. Looks like we got some cornhole and barbecues. So I appreciate you taking some time, guys. I'm gonna send it back to you. There's some hot dogs over there smelling pretty good. But for now, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, very important tips, and enjoy that food, Dan. All right, engineering students at WSU Tri-Cities are getting a high-tech upgrade. It's all thanks to a generous donation from a longtime industry partner. The engineering company, Bechtel, donated $60,000 to help the university buy a new $100,000 materials testing machine. Now, unlike the school's older equipment, which could only test metals like aluminum and steel, this new machine can analyze advanced materials, including those used in 3D printing. Faculty say the upgrade gives students real-world skills that translate directly to the job market.
Students get some hands-on experience, right? And then we kind of provide a great graduate, the workforce for the industry.
The machine is expected to be up and running in just 2 weeks and will be used by more than 100 students every semester.
Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Coming up, Governor Ferguson talking healthcare today. We'll explain.
Plus,
And I'm really glad that this has come up because there's been some chatter on social media. You can imagine how that goes.
is the city pool in Toppenish going to remain closed for the summer? We have the answer from the mayor.
And let's go outside live from our Yakima Skycam. Thanks to BuyMart, Stacy Lee is tracking that all-important Memorial Day weekend forecast. It changes by the minute, so you don't want to miss what she has for you on the other side of the break.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get deals on drinks whenever you hit the afternoon slump.
We've got your pick-me-up covered because medium drinks are now $2.29. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's the Jayco Summer Escape event at Broadmoor RV, June 6th through the 8th. Our biggest sale of the year is here, like the J-Flight SLX 170 BHW, just $15,990, or the spacious SLX 260 BHW for only $23,990. Family owned and family focused, we're here to help you go make memories in a brand new Jayco RV, only at Broadmoor RV, June 6th through the 8th. Don't miss it.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Summer's almost here, and so is your next Subaru. The Countdown to Summer sales event is on at McCurley Subaru, and the time is running out to lock in today's prices before potential market changes hit. Get ready for sunshine, road trips, and summer savings on a new Subaru Crosstrek Premium for just $274 a month, or a road trip-ready Subaru Forester Premium Hybrid for only $352 a month. Summer's coming fast. Lock in your deal today. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
The magic continues when Alice steps into the $185,000 prize land at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join in the madness with $16,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday, and a chance to multiply your prize up to $4,000 cash. Rack up entries with a multiplier on Mondays, and hurry, don't be late for a very important grand prize day. May 31st, 4 winners and someone wins $20,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
At Honey Baked Ham, we support our veterans. This Friday and Saturday, all active and retired military personnel can stop by for a free turkey or ham classic in appreciation of your service. Come see Vivian and her staff at the Honey Baked Ham in Kennewick, and happy Memorial Day.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's. Obviously.
Get the morning going when you buy one breakfast sandwich and get another one for $1.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to the news at 5. New tonight, the city of Toppenish says the recreation and aquatics programs, services, and activities have been discontinued this year.
And this includes the Toppenish pool with a significant budget deficit. The city says they don't have the resources to operate it, stemming from the failure of the Metropolitan Park District Funding Initiative.
The pool was redone in 1987, and they say it's in poor shape. But a grant-funded project will resurface and paint the pool with work complete by June 30th. But the city says they met with two groups in February that could potentially lease the pool, the Yakima Valley Farm Workers Clinic and the Friends of the Toppenish Pool. On Monday, the Yakima Valley Farm Workers Clinic returned that lease. It could open the door for future operations, something the city doesn't want to delay.
Contrary to some of the social media statements that are out there, we have not put up hoops or obstructions for people to feel like it has been made harder than it is. It's just that we have a responsibility to ensure that if this facility is being leased out to an organization, that it's in the best condition that it can be, so that they don't have any problems.
The mayor is hoping that there aren't any hiccups transferring the responsibility to a new organization.
So could the pool be open this summer? Potentially. By July 9th, the city is hoping that the new group will take it over. We'll keep you posted there. Well, for the first time in Medicaid's 60-year history, some adults could soon be required to work to keep their health coverage. The plan would require certain adults between 19 and 64 to work, go to school, or do community service 80 hours a month or risk losing their benefits. The bill also ramps up eligibility checks, adds new costs for some, and penalizes states that use their own money to cover undocumented immigrants. The Congressional Budget Office says these changes could leave over 8 million more people uninsured by 2034.
There were years I was supported through the Affordable Care Act. I worked part-time and my job didn't cover health care. Some years were so challenging because finances were tight and his needs were high.
The House has already passed the bill, but the Senate and possibly the courts could still step in. Stay tuned to Apple Valley News Now for the latest updates there. A somber tradition at Arlington National Cemetery honors America's fallen heroes ahead of Memorial Day.
Yeah, take a look in this report.
This tradition we're doing here today is something called Flags In, where we place an American flag in front of every grave in Arlington National Cemetery for over 400,000 service members and their families.
It kind of makes me think about how small of a kind of a blip in time my career has been. As vast as it may seem, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but then you come out here and you see the endless amount of years and the wars and conflicts that we have been in and how many soldiers we lost over the time.
You know, we look at this and almost kind of take it for granted, but these people have laid down their lives. Their families have been there to support, and so this is just, you know, a day where we can come out and just really honor them.
It's something that everyone takes very seriously, just the knowledge that we're often the last touch point that families will have with the military as they bury their loved one. And I think we take that responsibility very seriously to give it the correct send-off and the proper send-off to our comrade in arms.
No matter what is going on in the world, that we will always honor the service and sacrifice of the men and women buried here.
So I'm thankful and grateful, and I think as Americans, we should just really take the time to honor on this special day.
And the annual Flags In tradition started in 1948, and the flags are removed after Memorial Day when the cemetery opens back up to the public.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's get to that all-important weekend forecast. So we started out with some rain, gloomy skies. Now take a look. There's still a few clouds, but I see some sunshine and some blue skies. 69 degrees right now on our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Our feels like temp 77. So it is a gorgeous afternoon. Our sunset tonight at 8:31. There's that system moving away from us. Bye-bye. And then we see clear skies coming in with a few clouds hanging around, but overall very nice. Now a little bit breezy today. Nothing to write home about. Here's what we're looking at. Winds will really start to decrease as we move towards tomorrow morning. So Futurecast is showing a little bit breezy there in the foothills of the Blues and the Ellensburg area, and that will remain the case in Ellensburg this evening. As we get into our Friday, things are looking much better wind-wise. We will see some winds start to pick up down the Columbia River Gorge, so if you're heading out with your motorhome, RV, or boat, look for some breezy winds as you head towards the Portland area. Again, the Gorge area could be a little bit breezy tomorrow, but overall we're looking at much milder weather and temperatures pleasant this evening as well. We're in the 40s all through the area. The mountains like White Pass, 34 degrees, so still a little chilly in those upper elevations. We'll see warming temperatures there as the weekend progresses and that ridge of high pressure moves in. There's our little bit warmer tomorrow, just above the average. Then we hit those 80s. Check it out. First 90-degree day in Yakima, potentially on Wednesday of next week. In Tri-Cities and Hermiston, we're going to look at temperatures hitting 90. Now, this is the first time we've seen the 90s in 2025, and the last time we saw 90-degree temperatures was October 15th of last year. So here it comes, folks. The unofficial start to summer with summer-type temperatures, of course, coming our way into the weekend. Now, if you're hitting the road, it's going to be pretty nice in the Seattle area from the 60s to the 70s, pretty pleasant and dry for a change on that side. Portland also looking good, as well as the coast, the Oregon coast, if anyone's heading that way. Beautiful weather for you. Upper elevations in the mountains and around our area also really nice. Gorgeous heading north up into Spokane and maybe the Idaho Panhandle. Some forecast tips for you. Again, mostly sunny all weekend. Now, we will see some coastal and mountain showers developing late Sunday into Monday. Be aware of that. Gusty winds will also come with that through our mountain gaps. And then, of course, heavy traffic all through the area, so do drive safe. Here's a look at our 7-day forecast. We just get warmer and warmer. That's the first 90-degree day that we're going to see of 2025. We dip down into the 80s, and we have a little bit of a warm up there on Wednesday where we potentially could see 93 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Yakima also looking lovely with a slight chance of showers, and that's what I was talking about, that little system moving in from the coast late Sunday into Monday, but only a 10% chance of rain in Yakima. A little increased chance of rain in Ellensburg, the same time, 20%, and we'll see some gusty winds once again develop on Monday. So if you're heading back from vacation, pulling a trailer or driving an RV, it might be a little bit breezy through the Ellensburg area. Walla Walla looking great, hot, hitting the first 90-degree day also of 2025. Bigger chances of rain on Monday as those showers could develop around the mountain areas. And in Hermiston, also a 90-degree day in the forecast and a relatively mild week next week. We're tracking a little bit of a system possibly Wednesday, but you see those 90s? I see a couple of them on there, so.
Unofficial start of summer indeed, right?
It's like la, 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 boom.
Boom, there it is.
So,
yep,
yeah.
90.
I'm ready.
All right, thank you, Stacey. The Spotlight is next.
The Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Club. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save and 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. See your community Chevy dealers.
Online security is, like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things that we have to watch out for. With Spectrum, I don't have to worry about it. I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right next to them. The reliability, the connectivity, the security, everything is kind of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater. It's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Spring is calling. Are you ready? At Queensgate Gardens in Richland, adventure starts in your own backyard. From lush hanging baskets to vibrant landscape flowers and garden starts, we've got everything to make your space bloom. Let's grow something amazing. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where adventure grows.
Welcome back, everybody. Time now for tonight's Spotlight at 5. Let's head to Northern Oregon. Recently, the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps cadets had an awesome time at the Army Aviation Flight Facility in Pendleton. They got a behind-the-scenes look, asked great questions, and walked away with valuable insight into military aviation. The Hermiston School District now wants to give a huge thanks to the Pendleton team for making it such a memorable and learning experience. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Send me an email. It's easy. areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Your reason to smile with Stacy right after this.
Aren't you just a spoonful of sugar? Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05. Apple Valley News Now.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, June 26th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
Summer's almost here, and so is your next Subaru. The Countdown to Summer sales event is on at McCurley Subaru, and the time is running out to lock in today's prices before potential market changes hit. Get ready for sunshine, road trips, and summer savings on a new Subaru Crosstrek Premium for just $274 a month, or a road trip-ready Subaru Forester Premium Hybrid for only $352 a month. Summer's coming fast. Lock in your deal today. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
Fly with us over the Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Club and their world-famous floating green for a spectacular adventure.
It's an intimidating hole, there's no question, but we just say take a deep breath, play the proper club, and you'll get on there.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next ET, our Keith Urban exclusive, his big ask for the road warrior, Blake Shelton.
I'll be your date.
Plus, Duck Dynasty is back, only we're in Louisiana with the Robertsons.
Next ET. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. We're ready for the big weekend and your reason to smile. You guys are going to like this one. Come take a look at your screen.
Aww.
There we go. We need our own eagle cam. You know, the one everybody was obsessed with at Big Bear, California. Anyway,
sure.
This was near Tri-Cities. There you go, a baby eagle in the nest. Thank you to David Killian for that one. QR code, top of your screen. That is how you get your photo on TV or AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Keep them coming. I want to see all your great adventure weekend photos. Lifetime Dental Care, thank you for being our sponsor. All right, let's take a look at tomorrow. Things are looking good. It's going to be a beautiful Friday. It's going to be, I have a hard time seeing my way to work.
Through all that sunshine.
Right,
huh?
lots of sunshine, and temperatures are going to be just beautiful. Warming up, getting close to 80 tomorrow, and then we'll start seeing those 80s and even 90 degrees over the weekend. So
Perfect day to dip out early tomorrow.
It is.
All right, that'll do it for us.
We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
We'll see you then.